right, so the last part of this is a quadratic trinomial. Oops, I totally wrote that in the wrong spot. Here, let me just go with it. Trinomial. And the leading coefficient, of course, is 2. Okay. For number 7, let's see, I got to distribute negative 2x squared minus 10, minus 6x squared minus 3x. Write it in standard form. I should have negative 8x squared minus 3x minus 10. Fix it if you don't have that. I'm wondering if some people maybe had a 4 or a negative 4 here if they forgot that. So the leading coefficient is negative 8. And the name is a quadratic trinomial. Next problem, these two cancel each other out. They are opposites. So I get x to the 4th minus 1, which is, the leading coefficient is 1. A lot of people struggle with that one. Some people put x, some people put x to the 4th, some people put 0. If I put 0 there, then 0 times anything would make that go away. Remember, when there is nothing in front of the variable, that means it's 1. Okay. That will for sure show up on your quiz. And this is a quartic binomial. And in the last one, so I combine the like terms here, 12x cubed, 15 and 4 is 19x squared, 5 minus 4 is 1x minus 5, which is a 12 is my leading coefficient, and it is a cubic poly of 4 terms. I don't care if you put just poly, but I got to see of 4 terms, of 5 terms, of 6 terms, and so on. Okay. Questions on that? Okay, let's go down to the bottom here. Anybody have an idea of what to do? Plug in. This is x, this is y. We're just going to plug them into x and y. So I get 10 equals 3 squared plus c. What's 3 squared?
9.
9, not 6, be careful. 10 equals 3 times 3, which is 9, plus c, and how do I solve that? Just subtract 9, yeah, just subtract 9. So 1 equals c, and that's not what I'm asking you to do here. So that would be all the steps I need to get to there, but look at what it's asking. Complete the equation. So what does that mean I have to do with that 1?
Plug it in.
Go back and plug it back in to the original equation. Okay. So I take this 1, and I plug it back into the original equation, and I get x squared plus 1. And that is my final answer. I think you guys can do 11. Let's talk about number 13. Okay. Plug in 13. So I've got, again, x and y, then I'm going to plug into x and y. Now keep in mind, there's 2 spots where there's an x on this problem. So I'm going to plug 21 into my y. I'm going to 1/2 times negative 4 squared plus b times negative 4 plus 1. Do I multiply first or do I exponent first? What does PEMDAS tell us? Parentheses, then exponents, then multiply. So I've got to do this before I multiply by 1/2. And I get 21 equals 1/2. What's negative 4 squared? 16. Positive, because it means negative 4 times negative 4, which is positive 16, plus negative 4b plus 1. I just flip those two around, because 2 times 3 is 3 times 2, same thing. 21 equals 8 plus negative 4b plus 1. What do you think I got to do next? I got to, let's add the 8 and the 1, right? 21 equals 9 plus negative 4b, and then you know how to solve these. I'm going to do it kind of fast. Subtract the 9s. 12 equals negative 4b, and divide. So I get b to b, negative 3, b to b. And I just write it out. Y equals 1/2 x squared. If you want to write plus negative 3x or minus 3x, either way, it works. That is my final answer. I think we got to talk about 12. I'm going to leave 11. We're not even going to do it. Let's just talk about 12 though. Plug in x and y into x and y. 5 equals 12 times 1/2 squared. plus c. How do I do a half squared? What does a half squared mean? Half times half. And if you think of money, what's half of 50 cents? 25 cents. So this is really 5 equals 12 times 1/4 plus c. And you remember back to what we've talked about? How do we multiply 12 times 1/4?
Go over.
Put it over 1. And then remember how we multiply fractions. It's tops times tops and bottoms times bottoms. So I get 5 equals 12 over 4 plus c. Some of you probably can go right to the next step, which is this, and then subtract to get c equals 2. So my equation here is 12x squared plus 2. What do you think? Pretty extensive lesson, but your homework is the next 2 pages.